Yeah, so around like 4 months ago, I played like 20 Winter Wyvern mid games, and I thought
Okay.
this hero was absolutely
You did it!
broken. Yes. I mean, Nine did it independently, but we joined up and talked about it at some point. But the hero that I actually like playing against the least on Winter Wyvern is actually Darkseer. Because part of what allows Winter Wyvern to take such long fights and kite your opponent is the slow coming out from Arctic Burn. Darkseer, not only does he put you out of position with the vacuum and potentially a wall, which slows you a lot, just having Surge on a hero like TA or Pangolier allows them to run you down. Also, I think Ursa into Darkseer is a very bad choice from Tundra. I think they should have picked Gyrocopter. The hero is getting steam with a new build. Eventually it will come into meta. I don't know, it's had bad results, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. Like, I feel like you have two melee heroes against a Darkseer that you see. You could win the lane super hard, and Darkseer kicks Ursa out of the lane, and he's good versus him in game. So I don't quite understand it.
It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. I'll say that like the thing that I'm really curious to watch is like how those first couple of levels go. That's going to be, I think, probably one of the things that determines a lot how this goes. And honestly, Seb, he's a Darkseer specialist. This guy knows how to play against these heroes. If there is one nice thing, at least in this game, for the side of Tundra, it's that there isn't like that great wall hero necessarily, right? Like, you're going to be able to maybe get some auras, that type of stuff. But there's not like that Terrorblade or that Luna or whatever else it is that comes out that's like very annoying to play against. Oh, weird D-ward situation. They get the double stun into the D-ward. I guess that he knew that they were coming in for that. That was very bizarre.
Yeah, Saksa just caught a little bit of fodder just before he placed that ward, and he showed again without the ward in his inventory. So because of Tep, he knew that they knew he placed the ward, and then he does put that one down. Yeah, I don't know. This game, a lot of it just comes down to Winter Wyvern on 9. I think the hero, its weakness is supposed to be its lane, but 9 has looked fantastic on it. And I think he should do pretty well versus Pangolier. Maybe even win this thing quite hard.
It'll be interesting to watch, that's for sure, if he can make that happen. And then, of course, up top, as we're going to see the spam start to come out, it is already Saksa in the area. They're zoning Seb out of the lane, actually, which is pretty bad for him. But at the very least, they're sort of setting up for a potential to get this pull back behind the tower. So seeing potentially some of the strength in the early goings here, as Skitter's going to pull this creep wave through and back towards mid again. Already, both heroes getting relatively low. This could start to get a little bit scary for Topson. They have another point in Splinter Blast. He has to back out.
He does have that Fairy Fire, and Wyvern, he doesn't have the best kill threat, I'd say, early. You know, he has 48 damage right now. So we'll see how that goes. I think TA right now, it's being a little bit underrated in terms of how strong this hero is in lane. If you just click on this hero, it's 305 MS, 6 armor, and 65 damage at level 1 right now. Like, this hero is a really strong laner, and Meld is one of the strongest level 1 spells in the game. So I think this pot of Tide, they might be in it for a bit more than they bargained for. And 3-3, he doesn't have a salve left. He's rushing that Helm, but he's very low right now.
Yeah, he has it coming out now, and there is a salve that's on Mirana, back in base rather, which will be ferried out probably in the next little bit here.
This is,
but yeah,
this is so smart from 3-3. He was so low, he couldn't hold the weight. Oh my god, that gets a soul kill!
Dude! Alright, that's on you for the missed one. So it's not going to be anything going on there.
Yeah, this is on me, guys, I'm sorry. But 9, he couldn't hold it from his tower because he was so low. So instead, he pulls it all the way around and effectively does like a pseudo pull where he's going to deny 4 Qs to TA, and Snaking had a double wave to play up onto Sumail with, so he could still get CS in this lane. Oh my, Winter Wyvern, we see Winter Wyvern go even in lane, and he looked absolutely bonkers. What's it going to be like when he wins his lane?
It's going to be scary, that's what it's going to be like. And I think that, you know, if you get into that timing that much more quickly, obviously, yeah, there's ways you can surge away people as Snaking is going to get chased down a little bit here. No mana, but we'll just be able to tank through that Thunderstrike. But, you know, the Witchblade coming online, eventually that Aghanim Scepter, we've seen how dangerous it can be. And these heroes, I mean, they have really good for, like, disengaging in a way, but until Blink Daggers come out, it might be hard to get on top of the Wyvern. We'll see.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's the surge though, right? This is that one huge factor that I mentioned earlier. I think it will play a big role in this game. Something else I want to mention is that in both games, 3-3 has gone for that helmeted Dominator rush. We saw it be really effective when he played Tidehunter against Sumel's Leshak, for example. You know, it reduces the edict damage, it reduces the right-click damage, gives you a time on Leshak. TA sort of hits you with side blades, which are effectively doing pure damage as it's based on the armor of the creep you hit. So it helps just meld when you get hit like that, but not as much if you get hit by side blades.
Right.
As a result, like look at the CS. It's 6 CS for Tidehunter to 22 for TA. And this here, I know, it's one of the strongest safe lane laners in the game. Like they're spamming at SA, they're spamming at NA pubs, and no one expects it, but this here's a monster in lane.
Please. Keeps that pressure on. Really frustrating to deal with. And this 3-3 Tide just has to be really careful about his positioning, making sure he doesn't get hit by those side blades.
Manning up.
Trying to go for it. Topson backs out of there. 9. They are going to be able to get that water rune though, and that should stop this. Fana actually comes in for a little bit of contention now. On to Topson with the creep wave coming in. Can they go on him again? A chance, a hope, an opportunity here for the kill as the right clicks come out. I got the shield crash. 12% incoming damage. Fana down low. Oh, Topson gets away. Unbelievable.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Top's just holding on to his spells there. He has a wand, barely gives him enough to live. And, you know, he baits Fada into a death there. That's a big comeback because when you're losing the lane, any sort of kill like that matters a lot. You can see he's only 300 net worth below Witch Warman, and he is slightly out-CSing 9, even with that early solo kill.
That is very good for Topson. And right now, how close are we? They're both very close to level 6s. You can see up top, the Ursa is definitely winning the lane against the Darkseer, but it's not as dominant as you might expect in some of these other matchups, as they will jump in there and try and put a little bit of harassment onto Saksa. Trading out these hits and trying to build up stuff. Not that much mana left, but oh, Skittery has to be careful. Aphotic shield, but these double ion shells, they find that finish. Can they get a second one? No. Saksa able to make the second kill happen, and Fada now trying to back out of here. Has another Aphotic shield in a sec. Will turn, and the 2 cores end up going down, but it was the Darkseer that died first.
Yeah, but you're a Darkseer spammer, Lyrical, right? I feel like
yes,
if you pick this hero early, you're expecting to sort of get dumpstered in lane. Personally, he can farm in this lane, but that's not really the problem I have with the matchup. They're going back onto Fada here.
Hoping to get him. Can they get him? Surge forward. Not going to be able to go for it. I agree. I think that part of the problem is just like how good this Nyx assassin is at enabling his lane. Like a lot of the heroes that would normally be pretty good, it makes it tough. But I agree. There's like so many of these other ones that might have been better. Ooh, good ring around the Rosie there. Snake King able to escape.
He does sneak that both the Arcane Rune and the Bounty Rune away from Topson, so he has an empty body to work with. And something we've seen from Winter Wyvern is he does a lot of harass damage in the middle lane. Snake King, he's rotated up top. I don't think he feels like he can really pressure bottom lane at all this game.
Oh, arrow! Yo, the King comes in, takes down Seb,
Dire's top
and then
tower
gives
is
him
under
the tip afterwards. All right, the tips are coming out. We're getting spicy here in this game number 5. Arrow round 2. Oh, it's gonna hit just on a little creep.
Look at this, Tundra. They want to tri-lane up here just so they can prevent TA from taking over the Ancients. They've already dropped the Sentry Ward. Saksa will go for the stack, but they'll stop it. Even blocking this hard camp, it looks like. Anything to destroy the economy of TA, because this hero, it really looks strong in their last match.
All right.
It was devastating.
Oh, Skitter's going battle period.
Yeah, that is different. That was not what I was anticipating.
Vada's getting gone. Trying to punish him for his insolence, going to the triangle, but he just TPs away.
Could have maybe popped Spike Carapace there.
Oh, onto the shield? That would have been that would have been a clutch play there. And he even Fada tipped Saksa because he knew he was dead there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's weird, right? Because bottom lane, they glimpse up 3-3. He does Kraken Shell off the Meld Strike.
He walks away from that one. 3 points up in the Kraken.
It's weird because people look at those plays like, why didn't you realize? You're a professional player. It's Saksa. He had like 3 accounts on the top of the support MMR, 3 accounts in the top 20 MMRs in the world or something. But Dota is such a complicated game and you're thinking about so many things, it's easy to make these small mistakes.
And it's also a point in time now where how many hours have they been playing Dota continuously? Like,
That
not
is
just
true.
within this series, but the previous one as well.
There is definitely some fatigue factor coming in here. I like what Skitter's doing here. He's dragging the creep off to the side. I mean, Seb, his lane's looking nice, but Skitter, he's still maximizing from the lane. He's going to be a very strong person.
So 8 minutes in, it's about 1,000 gold lead for Tundra. There is this Battle Fury Ursa that we're going to be seeing in the next little bit, which is going to allow him to scale, but it does feel interesting. It feels like Tundra are more confident in their late game potential. I mean, again, with Ravage, with an Ursa Battle Fury, having Wyvern and how strong that heroes look, I'm kind of inclined to believe that they have a strong late game. I don't know, what do you think?
Oh, arrow to mid though, Topson. Yeah, the Winter's Curse is very sure when no units are beside you, so they don't manage to land the arrow. I would say late game, I don't know, Darkseer's sort of a beast, like, and they caught 9 here. Do they have enough to
Chasing
kill
down.
him?
Ion Shell, slow and steady burn down. They thought that 9 was safe, so they canceled the TP, but this Ion Shell slowly whittling him down. They try and stay on top, but the turnaround of Photic Shield with the arrow. 3-3 died at the same time, but they're able to chase down and kill Saksa.
And Skitter's here, he's chasing
Looking
the
for
Topson.
more. Where else to go? Skitter has another jump in 3. The right click's coming through. One more punch. And Topson gets the bounty rune before he ends up falling.
And a brawl going on in this game. Meanwhile, 3-3, he actually falls bottom to let me see who killed Sumel. There's just too much going on in this game. Action everywhere. And Skitter, this sort of unorthodox Ursa build, I'd say, getting 3 into Urshock. Ever since that spell got nerfed, I think people usually take less points in it. It lands on the kill there. And look, Fana, he's solo smoking just to take the enemy ancients away. He's gonna drop a ward on the high ground, drop a sentry, and like just keep denying this ancients from the enemy TA. Skitter, he's gonna go out on top.
Does have enraged though. They drop down that wall, looking to jump up to the high ground. Seb has the vacuum for afterwards. Skitter realizes can't go for that play, so he's gonna back out of there. Topson doing a little roly-poly action as Fada tries to escape with the Winter's Curse afterwards. They have arrow. Connect now onto Nyx Assassin, taking a ton of damage. Arrow afterwards. Connects onto Seb. Do they have enough to bring down the rest of them? Splinter Blast. Seb down low. Seb going to fall. And Snaking living through this. Everybody's so low. They take down Fada instead. Now looking for more. Static Storm is down, but the right click coming from Skitter. They pull him back in. Snaking falls to now no kill turn upon. So far it's a 3 for 2, but it's going to become 4 as Tundra take the fight and execute perfectly.
Yeah, and honestly, Ursa, with this fighting build, he's going for Battle Fury, which is really greedy, but he's giving his team some compensation by going for this much less greedy max Earthshock build. The idea is pretty cool because he wants to keep scaling with the Battle Fury, but he doesn't want to be a useless, who's a crap if you go for the max W build of Battle Fury. But they got Skitter.
Overextension. Does he live through it though? Oh, the third forward. Skitter's in trouble. Skitter needs to heal. It's not going to come in time though. Great play coming in, but will they be able to punish? Yes, they take down Seb. Now turning on to Saksa for a couple more right clicks. 9 hiding out to the trees and on a killing spree. They lose that Ursa, but manage to get a little retribution.
So I think they're okay with that on both sides. That's the sort of play where after it happens, you're, okay, it's okay, guys, we got the carry. Or it's okay, we traded you for 2 and you're going Battle Fury, you can catch up, These are the things that are sort of said in the comms, or the sentiment is shared. Where, because you want to keep going, right? It's game 5, there's a lot of pressure, you need to keep your communication good. Dota, he's looking tall. Level 2 glimpse.
Trying to find somebody. Not going to get it though. Going for the deny right there, snaking. Taking away the vision. I mean, those little plays to take away the sentries is definitely important when you're playing against this Mirana.
Yeah, the Mirana, like, there's going to be a huge sentry war this game because you have TA traps, you have Auto Invis, and Vision. It's been very hard for both teams to, like, sort of push forward on the map, I feel, this series. Like, we can think about the games where OG had leads. Even in those games, there weren't enough sentries to, like, deward everything, and you can still take these fights from behind. 3-3, he's just been pulling neutral creeps to his own hard cap in the triangle and farming them very efficiently. Despite his very hard lane, he's actually pulled ahead of Topson in net worth. And Tundra, they have a 2k lead, honestly, sort of out of nowhere. And there's some kill trades, and it took a good... Actually, it's not out of nowhere. They had good kills, they won a team fight. What am I talking about? But 3-3, really with the efficiency, it looks good.
Well done, you're nailing it, dude.
Yeah,
don't worry.
It's game 8 for these guys. I've casted 5 games and I'm fatigued. Like, I'm imagining having to play this. It's way harder.
Radiant's
and, like, oh my god.
attack.
Well,
That's a rough
I'm looking now for an opening as OG are all heading down bottom. There is still the Ravage available. Scouts out no tail there, but the rest of the team moving into position, and wow, they just dropped literally everything. Curse embrace though, and the winner's curse to try and turn it. And it's about to wear off. They have the Ravage in time. They do. Connects onto 3. Topson able to get that ulti off. They have the back wall and connect onto Fada as well as Snaking. Both drop, but up on the high ground. It's 9 hitting away at these heroes. Has to jump away for the moment though. There's no hill. Trying to run, but it's not going to happen. Ursa shows up though. The big bad mad bear trying to find anything else here. Seb, no more vacuum. Topson goes in a little bit aggressively. The Iron Shell, it might be enough. Fada has no more shield. A triple kill for Sumail. And showing the power of that early game aggression.
Look at this Aegis sack. This is for OG now. They won the team fight in the air. They brought everyone. Tundra, they brought their heroes, but they weren't ready. That heroes TP in. 9 didn't have his Arctic burn up when the fight started. And so, Sumail, look at his net worth. He's got 1,500 above everyone on Tundra now.
Important plays. Very important plays for him as Skitter taking a lot of damage there. Does not have Enrage. And it looks like he's going to have to back out and try and get some farm up. Oh man, OG, it has that feeling. They're sensing a little bit of blood in the water right now. And Sumail, a DD rune.
Yes,
what do they want to do with this? Is it right into Roche? Oh man, if they can get this. Winner's Curse is back up in 5 seconds. Do they realize that this is happening on Tundra? Yeah, the smoke up comes. Got Moonlight Shadow. The wraparound is coming. Arrow goes out. Going to connect onto Roche, helping them take it that much faster. DD's still there for Sumail. Now looking for the follow-up. Trying to take down the vision. Trying to take down the trap. Roche is so low. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to get it in time. So Tundra have to give up that first Aegis. And OG, they're rolling.
Big swing of events in the last 2 minutes. OG just winning a team fight, stealing an enemy Aegis sack, and now pick up the DD in order to get Roshan. And I want to say a little bit of level-headedness, I think, coming up from Tundra. They recognize we don't have Ravage, or like 50 gold off our Witch's Blade. No Snaking is picked off here.
Big blow up there.
I think it's always a good sign for a team's comms when they don't make like really rushed defenses of objectives, whether that's TPing in 1 by 1 to the tower or like running into a Roshan fight that doesn't look good. OG though, they are looking very dominant on the map. I think the last like 3 or 4 minutes has been all about.
That is going to, at least for the moment, for OG, attempt to turn into a mid-tier 1 tower. 9. Able to sidestep, but pulled back in afterwards. In some trouble. They got him. The wall is down and he is dead. No Tail able to live through it. The mech comes out from Seb, keeping alive. No Tail. And now giving the tip over to Fada, who's going to get caught fully encapsulated here in pain. As OG find themselves yet another 2 big kills. Tier 1 tower taken mid. OG, they're not letting off the gas.
Yeah, and we're sort of seeing a little bit of a difference coming out. Sumail, he's itemized for Dragonlance Desolator, and he's farming very fast. Ursa, who I think most people don't see as a really high tier carry, he has to get the battle for it. He can't really join any of these fights. I mean, he did contribute earlier with the max Earthshock, but OG, they're running over Tundra a little bit here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, again, it's less than 1,000 gold lead. The kill score is even. They are naturally going to be like having this little bit of an advantage because of that Aegis. But as you can see in terms of XP, in terms of gold, it's the trajectory that we're looking at, and it's all heading into the favor of OG.
They do have Ravage up now on 3-3. He's 1,000 gold from Blink Dagger. I think that will be their big comeback. In these fights, if they can manage to burst either Seb or Pangolier, I think a lot of the team fight from OG sort of falls apart.
That is an opportunity here, depending upon how it goes. We also have yet to see 9 come online yet with this Aghanim Scepter, which we've seen put to great use. But as you mentioned, one of the issues is going to be the surge away that comes out from it afterwards.
Yeah, we saw even in that last fight, there's a lot of repositioning coming. Oh, top lane. Sax is diving onto Snaking.
Is under attack.
Oh, doing a little runaway there.
Not enough mana to TP from the King.
Oh, snaking. Runs into Topson though. Just gonna dodge away from it. But with no more leaf charges, that should be the end here of snaking. He eventually gets brought down. So OG clean up another tier 1 tower. Only one more remaining as they want to try and pressure up here top.
Just what I need.
And we shouldn't underestimate the Winter Wyvern, right? Like, Tidehunter has shown what he can do on this hero. It's not about the net worth lead or anything. It's just like the map control and the momentum looks all OG right now. They take this tower, the heroes are positioned pretty aggressively, and more importantly, they can position in the enemy jungle while controlling midway. Controlling these two waves means that you have more creep pressure, and it just allows you to make more plays. They even took that tier 2 mid and took the enemy outpost very early in the game.
Wild. And with the Zags, like you're talking about, going to be an issue for Tundra. But we've seen them come back from this before. We haven't seen their answer to this TA though. And, oh, are they really going to try and fight this right now? Moonlight Shadow, Saksa walking into this. They get that vision. Skitter looking for the jump now onto Sumail. Aegis still a minute left on it as they go into all of them. Tries to find this kill here on the no-tail, going to get glimpsed. Going back to the bottom side of the map. Stay in here. Do they realize it? Topson going to get that roll off. Good static storm laid down, separating the rest of them. Able to pull back in here if they want to. Seth looking for that opening. Only 2 points up in back game. Catches on to Fada, but nothing else afterwards. And 9, he's the real target that they're trying to go on. Winner's Curse just to try and escape, but it's not going to happen. OG, they find the heroes that they need to, and now going into the tier 3 towers. They're looking high ground.
No, it's looking good for it. They even had that Abaddon illusion from the wall to get the Curse of Avernus onto the tower, so just do a little bit more damage there. And that fight, there was no Ravage. 3-3, he was trying to get his Blink Dagger, maybe a little bit of communication, maybe a little bit of stress, but they were not all on the same page and ready to fight there. No, in that fight, it started a little bit of king on king violence as, like Sumail, he shows how strong he is. He 3-shot snaking, and then he just killed everyone in that fight. Just constantly outputting DPS, and it doesn't look like Tundra really have an answer for him right now.
4,000 gold lead right now for OG. And again, as Tundra, you come into this one, you go up 2-1 in the series, feeling like it's just going to be able to get cleaned up. And 2 games in a row, this Sumail TA is leading the way. Top net worth, making the plays that they need him to. And the rest of OG playing flawlessly to boot. Can they pull out another come-from-behind victory?
To be honest, a bit confused by Tundra's reaction to TA. I feel like this game, if I look at the heroes, this might be like a later pick on TA. Maybe the Wyvern counters there or something. But Sumail, he looked like he had such a nice lane, and he's just like chunking through the heroes. There's not any real like refraction breakers that he's scared of. And with this Aghalim's build, he's going to be able to join his Nyx onto kills basically anywhere. Look at top. Saksa just sets up. Oh, 9 flies away.
Heads up play by 9.
This is one of the combos that they use in SA. They have Nyx Assassin roaming, and then some random trap, and Tia would just come in for the extra oomph to get the kill.
Well, it's definitely deadly. Skitter trying to get towards that BKB still needs a little while before it comes up and online. But you can see that Tundra, they're dodging away from these fights, but every little minute that passes by, it feels like OG is gaining a little bit on that net worth lead. At some point, they're going to need to take a fight around those timings, and now they've got the Dark Seal
on combo.
Well, it is going to be now the unpause, and any other timings that they're looking for. You can see Tidehunter and 3-3 is immediately queuing up the refresher. They know that if they want to win this game, it's got to be off of crazy outplays. And a scan bottom.
They picked up the blink. The BKB on Skitter. Combined with the blink on Tidehunter, they want to go now. They see Seb.
This could be huge. Good vision. Arrow! That reveals their positioning. Looking for a jump. They got him. Ravage comes out. Oh, but the psionic projection. TA gets out of there. They're going to find Seb, a big back wall back, and actually, they got to be careful. Tundra need to back out.
They got nothing.
Skitter, BKB out, will kill No Tail, but that is a Pyrrhic victory at best. Body blocks now coming in from the illusions. All right, they have Winter's Curse. You got to be careful about this one. With all these illusions, they can rip them apart. Seb gets turned on now. Gets hit with that Winter's Curse, looking for the Splinter Blast dead. Topson trying to make a little bit of a comeback here, but look at Sumail, he jumps in and blows up the Ursa. Didn't stand a chance, and now 9 jumped on afterwards. 3 dead for the price of 2. And with that, OG take a more commanding lead. That was the timing for Tundra, and they missed it.
that was... There's got to be some nerves or communication breakdown because you're smoked up, you have Blink Ravage, you have vision of your opponents, and Snaking, he just sort of tosses out an arrow. That lets Sumail sort of use a psionic projector to get out. It makes Darkseer step back just a little bit. They don't have the arrow to fall upon the Ravage. He gets this huge 4-man vacuum wall, and the fight's lost. I mean, Snaking, he's looked phenomenal on his Mirana this entire qualifier, but sort of a rare misstep from him. I don't know really what caused this breakdown.
I mean, maybe it was somebody making a call, we need to get vision or something else, who knows? But that's one of those moments too where you think about all these smokes that we've seen where you like drop the ward as you walk in. That high ground, that's the perfect spot for it. You see all of that. But OG take advantage of the misstep, and they're the team that's playing a little bit more cool and calm and collected right now as they head into the Roche. Second round Roche to get even more of a net worth lead now. And the search forward, they're looking for a catch for a kill. Snake King pulled back in. Oh, Disruptor, you can't leap out of that one. They find the King, bring him down. 21-15, and all of the outer towers taken. I mean, OG, are they just going to go high ground now?
I think they are. I think they're ready. They still have all the lanes pushed in just because of how fast that Roshan was. And you know, Tundra, they're making some mistakes, but OG, they're just so on top of punishing them. I feel like for a lot of other teams, you would have, you know, you can make these small mistakes, but OG, with how aggressive they are and how fast they are pushing forward onto the map, like, these small mistakes have just led to this huge lead, and again, they're just hitting high ground. What are they scared of right now?
Not a damn thing. 3-3 down there trying to farm up towards that eventual refresher that we know he wants to get towards Sumail, though. Comfortable standing here, taking down this tier 3 tower.
Nine has Aghanims. He's gonna kill this wave, TP back, and sell his bottle for it. A little bit of timing for Tundra, maybe a glimmer of hope, but it's looking very scary for them right now.
They glyph the wave so he can't get it. All right, now he's gonna get it as he comes on back home. And oh my god, Sumail just hits so hard. The Aghanims is done. Snake King gets caught, he gets killed. Oh, every time he just gets interrupted. These misplays from Tundra. Drop another one.
It's just so hard to play the style of Dota that Tundra's been playing, moving OG around the map against Notel's Disruptor. Usually, picking your 5 position last is seen as sort of a drafting mistake, but OG, they're showing what's up here. Like, they're destroying. And I think a lot of it is on Notel's Disruptor here.
Really good choice. A hero that hasn't been seen much through the qualifiers, but making its presence known here in both the lower bracket finals earlier and also grand finals now. Looking at quite strong. And we might be in for some real shenanigans here in a moment. We've got vacuum AoE on Darkseer. He can go in with that Aeon Disc now. Saxa has the Aghanim Scepter. I mean, you've got to stay so spread out right now as Tundra. Burrow looking to try and take a second set of racks. They don't even have the Ursa in with them. He needs to get towards that Blink Dagger. A couple hundred away. This creep wave will give it to him. But afterwards, no buyback. It's going to be an all-in play that they have to make. Can they bring down Sumail twice? BKB with the whole team behind him with the surge. OG, they just back away. They recognize it was the timing for Tundra, and they're not going to give him the fight that they want.
The thing is, this game, how Dota works is the team with more lane shots generally gets more information. It's like a sentiment I keep saying because I think it's really important. Right now, OG has more heroes that shove lanes already in the Darkseer and Ti10. If they take these racks,
White jumps back in, finds him, muted, silenced, dead. They take him down. Godlike Sumail now trying to pull back his Fada. They've got control over Skittle. He's just going to jump back and away. But that is BKB down from Sumail, but no more buyback on this Wyvern. Fada trying to get out of there. The ulti's going to be popped, but they're going to run him down. The stuns, the kills. It's all feeling like it's coming up OG here in this game number 5. They walk up high ground again, take this second set of racks. They have buyback on the Abba, but no buyback on the Wyvern, and they can't fight without the Wyvern. It's so much of their damage.
No, they absolutely can't. And Sumail there, just with a psionic projection, teleporting behind the Wyvern, coming from this unexpected angle. They combo that with No-Tail's clutch Zag Storm, and they just burst him down. They do have a ward here, though. This is the fight Tundra are looking for. They have the vision.
Is this the person you want to go on? They jump for No-Tail, but he gets the force staff away. He's living. Now he got it in an awkward position. Vacuum back, catches. Skinner gonna pop that in range, but all of the right clicks coming in from Sumail after the fact with that Hurricane Pike. Tries to get out of there. Buyback comes from Disruptor. They didn't use Ravage. Tundra holding on.
A gift from
It's
the
just so difficult though. I don't even see what the play is here.
Yeah, it has to be some amazing Winter's Curse into a big Ravage, right? They do still have the team fight spells to bring it back, but it does look really hard. I mean, Sumail, he's just so farmed here. Is this... How much GPM does he have right now? It has to be something insane. He's... Okay, he's only at 800. It looks more than this, but that's because there's been so much fighting. The thing about this game that's impressive from Sumail is how much gold he's taking away from his opponents while farming this much of it.
And very oppressive is the feel from OG, who have come up with answers to this stuff. And I mean, you look at him when he has that Ion Shell on, it's what, now up to 3,200 HP on the TA, and Topson ready to jump. They got the static projection afterwards. Catches the Ursa. Where's the help? Golden breaks out. Now afterwards, the winner's curse. Catching onto one, and they turn on the Skinner and Rage out, trying to run away. He hasn't been able to do anything on this Ursa. The chase down comes to Mail. Finds that kill. That is what they needed. They bring down 1 by 9, but the rundown continues. There's no buyback on this Ursa. OG, they're so close they can taste it. They want to look for this finish here as they move up and try and take down this tier 3 tower. The big Ravage comes out, but the roll up from Topson, able to live through it. The turn back, he wall jump in. Topson finding that kill yet again. They're gonna buy back now on the Snake King. Topson keeps on running in. The right clicks, 3-3, no Ravage left, nowhere left to go really. They're trying to buy time for this Ursa to come back in, and there is no more Aegis. As they chase down, but Topson jumps in, still living through it, trying to get all of that regen back. Tundra, they're holding on to their high ground. It's a 20,000 gold lead at 30 minutes.
Good.
But they won't give up yet. Again, Ti hopes this is what it all comes down to here for them.
and gold are linked.
Unreal. Tundra, after looking so good, they just don't have an answer for this TA Aghanim Scepter in the safe lane. And a bunch of bounty runes left over for Sumail, just to further increase that net worth lead.
Sumail, he almost has his Daedalus, and the thing about that fight was Sumail got ravaged, he got full arrowed, and they still just couldn't bring him down. The damage from Tundra, it might be there if you have all your heroes hitting, but a lot of it is mitigated by the fact that Noto, he went for this force stuff. You have Surge, and they're catching 3-3 here. No blink dagger.
Down. Uses the headband, tries to get away, but the glimpse pulls it back in. Topson goes the whole length of that peninsula, trying to get the roll up as they will run down and kill 3-3, finding themselves another. Fada goes down to boot. They have buyback on the Tidehunter, but you're using all of your expenses. And another tip, dude, you're about to knock them out of qualification for TI. Soxa, just no mercy. Just no mercy at all, as they're ready to run up high ground and try and take this down. Skinner looking for an opening now. Get the meld out, 9, Winner's Curse, hoping to do something. The buyback comes from the Tidehunter. Arrow afterwards, but the BKB didn't get it out in time. Skinner BKB runs forward, tries to bring down this Nyx assassin. It is not going to happen. Jump forward, there's the stun that they need. They take down Skinner, he buys back now. They keep on chasing it on this one. Topson trying to find 9, he gets them. It's a godlike spree, they can't get anything. As 1 by 1, all of Tundra falls, OG doesn't even die, and GG is called. OG are going back to TI to defend their title.
Just an amazing game coming out from OG here, and they're